Hi everybody, here is the 周正 Show, Beautiful Life. Thank you for watching our 周正 Show and Beautiful Life. Life is beautiful. Everybody want our beautiful life. How we make our life is beautiful? First, we have to make ourselves be beautiful. How we make ourselves to be beautiful? We have to make ourselves be interesting.
Meet a real-life Prince Charming. He has met the woman of his dreams, and he'll do everything in his power to sweep her off her feet and carry her away. Now, his fairy tale life takes a serious turn. To protect his family, this loving father has to turn the hard truth into a simple game. Life is beautiful.
So today, I will introduce one of the interesting people. She's came to our studio. She's Lynne Haaland. Lynne Haaland. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our studio.
Thank you so much.
I know you are fashion designer and you are businesswoman, of course, and you are planner, like a business planner or something. So let me introduce yourself and how you understand that life is beautiful. Anyway, before you answer the question, I want to ask you, have you seen the movie, Italian movie, Life is Beautiful?
I have. It's an older movie, but I think a movie like that has that many Academy nominations.
The Italian name is La Vita Bella. That's Life is Beautiful. In that movie, the man, he's a dad, and his wife's husband. His husband, dad, is a son. He's 5 years old son, and they are in the Second World War. They are be jailed in the concentration camp. But they don't want his son, the 5 years old, know everything. So that's why he pretended himself to tell that his son is again. So I think though, if we want to make our life is beautiful, first we have to make our life is interesting. Have to make ourselves interesting. I want to know when you do all the business, how you make your life interesting, how you make yourself interesting.
Well, then first, I just want to thank you for having me. I feel really honored to be here and to have met you. We met over my gown. You saw a gown that I made. I made the gown in 20 minutes and designed it and then had it made. And that gown I made makes my life beautiful because I'm creating stuff. And when you saw it, it affected you. And to bring me on your show as an opening topic to show my life and how beautiful it is, is an honor, really. And so backing up to the movie, and that movie was incredible because it's exactly...
You like that movie?
Oh, I love the movie.
A lot of people, they got an Oscar. I think the director is Roberto Lilli. He's got Oscar. He got the best actor. Yeah. Best actor, best picture in 1998. I think that like that.
Yeah.
So you love the movie?
I love the movie because, and even though I saw it many years ago, it definitely follows the concepts I live by in my life. When I'm challenged with adversity and things, it's how you control your mind. Because when you put yourself, no matter how bad it is, no matter what the challenges are in your life, I faced a huge challenge last year, and I was able to get through it because my mind could see differently. If what you focus on in your life, you will go there. I like to give people examples all the time when I'm inspiring people, especially people who are stuck in making a decision to go forward in their life. For example, I tell them, if your mind, your brain, they don't know the difference between this example here. Let's say you're on the couch here, and we say, let's go get a cup of coffee at Starbucks. When you're going to Starbucks, you don't think, are they going to run out of beans today? You just know there's going to be coffee waiting for you. So I'm a huge fan of Tesla.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because it's the most remarkable vehicle in the electric vehicle world ever. And I admire Elon Musk so much because, like getting a cup of coffee, I'm making a comparison here, everybody. He thought in his brain, one day, in his mind, I'm going to go create an electric car. And while it took him a lot longer to get there, and there were many challenges to get there, your mind doesn't know the difference between a cup of coffee or creating an electric car, because your mind is that powerful. So when life is beautiful, when they were in that, which is such a challenging experience to have, it was his mind. He created a beautiful experience and then put that energy towards his family and gave them the strength.
Okay,
right?
Lynne Haaland, I know you are pretty successful businesswoman. You do the business with real estate and commercial real estate. You have everything. You have your company. You have an employee. You do your business good. And I want to know how you. I heard some story about yourself. You overcome. You passed some memorable, horrible life. Today I invite you to come to here. I want to introduce this life to our audience. And let us share experience how you pass that memorable, tragic thing. Make the life the challenge. You get the challenge. Yeah, I want you to talk a little bit about that.
And I love it. And I just want to tell everybody out there, hello, China. I have huge respect for your country. And I just want to welcome everybody into everything I'm saying. And I hope everything I say will bring a value to your life today. Last year, I was diagnosed with stage 2 thyroid cancer. I have been eating healthy my entire life. I eat salads and very, very healthy food. I don't eat McDonald's and those things. And, you know, some people like McDonald's, but I refused. I haven't eaten it since I was like 10 years old. So it was very strange. I had a lot of symptoms of the cancer, but I was ignoring them. So that's one message I want to tell everybody. If your body tells you a lot, and a lot of times we ignore it. So while I was healthy, I wasn't listening to my body. And I went in for a routine thing at the girly doctor, and by a chance, the doctor saw my tumor on my neck, and I hadn't even noticed it.
So how that happened? How you go to the hospital? Go to the
I just went to a doctor. I had a break.
The doctor. You to check something?
Yeah, I was working really hard. I was building my internet company. Built a new platform. I was very focused on my new company, Vidi, and Vidi.co, and I basically had a break for a month. So I went to get some appointments. You know, just casual, no worries. I didn't even know I had cancer. And so the doctor found it. He actually walked in the room. He was a great doctor because he noticed it right away. And he goes, "What's this on your neck?" And I was like, "What? What?" And he's like, I didn't even know there was an organ here, unfortunately. And so then he said, "We need to take a look at that." So he said, "Let's go on ultrasound," and he checked it out, and he was very concerned. And so he scheduled the biopsy for to make sure to see what it was. The whole time, everybody, I was thinking, it's not. I don't have cancer. It's probably nothing. And so it was a very scary when the doctor brought back the actual diagnosis.
Okay.
It was a moment of shock.
You got shocked to make sure you got that cancer, right?
Yeah, it was very scary and shocking. And the plan was to do surgery.
The moment when you know you got cancer, how's your reaction? How you think, wow, the cancer kill me, and how we can go on the life? How can I do the business? What do you think about that? The moment you got the cancer, you just sad, just despair. What do you think? I
was in shock and denying it. In fact, I was trying to do things to ignore it, I was thinking, okay, well, I don't really have to have surgery. So I even said to the doctor, "Can I have it next year?" He's like, "No. We need to do this in 2 months."
The doctor says you have 2 months to do the surgery. Okay.
And so, fortunately, I had a friend who brought me something really valuable to help me, but I was already trying to figure out how I was going to not have the cancer. I wanted to find a way. This is impossible that I have it, and why, and it couldn't be me. And I decided that I would find a doctor who would just cut the tumor off and then make the cancer go away, and I wouldn't have to lose my organ, my thyroid. While some people make a decision to go to other types of treatment, that's fine for them. That was not going to work for me. So while I like the concentration camp moment of Life is Beautiful, my head went to, I'm going to get better no matter what. I am not going to have any surgery. I am not going to do any of those treatments. And a really close friend of mine called me on a Sunday and said, I have been doing your homework. I have found your medicine.
Oh.
And so then he came and he brought me my medicine.
What's the medicine?
The medicine is actually from the marijuana plant. It's called cannabis oil.
Cannabis oil, so one oil.
It's a special oil. It's probably the most powerful version of the marijuana plant. And so the marijuana plant, in recreationally, people use the leaves and you get a high or whatever.
Yeah.
This is different. This is medicine.
Medicine.
And it's another alternative. It's this was a decision I wanted to do. I realized other people like other methods. This was for me. I wanted to go heal my own body, and I knew I could once I found this. And I researched so much, Joey. I read for hours and hours, and I realized this is it. This is going to do it. And in my mind, like Life is Beautiful, I knew in my head I was going to heal my cancer because it has the process this oil goes through, it decarboxylates it, so to speak. And then it creates a chemical called ceramide. And ceramide, when it's in your bloodstream, white blood cells aren't affected at all. And that seemed great to me. My white blood cells are going to be great, and then the cancer cells are going to die? Yes, bring it. So I went on an aggressive treatment for myself on January 4th, 2016. And
January?
So I was diagnosed
2016.
in January 2000. It was exactly January 4th.
Okay.
And that's when I started taking about 2 grams a day. And every day I was very, very methodical. And in my head, I saw the cancer gone. In my mind, because your mind is so powerful what it can do. And when you focus on something and it's a positive thing, and you don't allow any noise, you can conquer anything. You can do anything with your mind.
坐落于转18的老成都川菜馆是由四川特级名厨和专业管理团队打造的餐饮品牌企业。自开业以来，其正宗地道的川菜佳肴受到了众多消费者的一致好评。无论是本地食客，还是远道而来的中外客人，都为品尝到正宗美味的川菜而津津乐道，流连忘返。老成都川菜馆现承接公司、教会、社团、学校、社区及家庭各类发展的订餐服务，近期将开展预订优惠的订餐活动。详情请咨询909-367-2829或来电洽谈1220 South Diamond Bar Boulevard, Suite D, Diamond Bar, California 91765.
Okay, Lynne Haaland, when you got the news you got cancer, you still feel sad? You still feel bad? What do you do? What did you do that day?
The day I found out?
Yeah, found out you got cancer. What are your reaction like?
Okay,
you drunk?
you really want to know?
I want to know.
Yeah. So
let me know.
I was on the phone. The doctor called, and I conferenced my mom in. My mother is my inspiration in my life. She's amazing. Had her on the phone. The doctor said that I was going to have surgery, and that it was the cells were wrong. You know, I could tell the doctor was being nice.
Okay.
He didn't give me the full. He was trying to ease me into it. He's like, and that's when I said, well, can I wait a year? And he said, no, you need to come in you have about 2 months.
Okay.
And so I hung up the phone, and a friend had texted me to go meet him, to go and catch up. And I ended up getting very drunk.
Oh, okay.
I drank.
Okay, you get confused.
Yeah,
by
I was
yourself.
confused
Yeah,
because I know what I was doing. I don't drink that much. I
get shocked, get scared.
Yeah, and you're just drinking, and then you drink, and I can't believe this is real. Is this really
and
happening
almost
to me?
Can't believe that you got this horrible and miserable, life.
was weird.
Because before you are, everything's okay for your life, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you
I
just
am
suddenly
so
got
happy.
it. Okay, so you have two persons there. One person, Lynne, is very sad, very scared, but another person, you still very reasonable. Still think you can find a way to take your cancer away, right?
Yes.
I'm right. Okay. So after that, you found the way, marijuana oil or Caribbean oil. So cure your cancer.
Yes.
So I want to know that story. So how you day by day, step by step, you cure your cancer.
So I went and researched what was wrong with my body. I had some help I had many doctors helping me, but I only wanted to do it. I wanted to create an environment where my body healed itself. And then the cannabis oil, which releases ceramide, which kills cancer cells. And lots of things do. There's lots of treatments out there. This is the one I chose. I started learning about my deficiencies. So I was vitamin D deficient, zinc deficient, sulfur deficient. And then I had the silver fillings in my mouth, which were causing me to have a mercury metal toxicity poisoning. And in my thermographies, which I'd love to show you, my whole mouth was red and my neck was red. On January 4th, I started the cannabis oil, 2 grams a day, and I started putting in all of the wonderful vitamins that my body needed. And it's why, I'm going to divert here. I have a huge respect for the Chinese philosophies with medicine.
Okay.
And Eastern philosophies, high respect.
Anyway, so you use a holistic way to cure the cancer,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
I want to know how your attitude to face this cancer, how your attitude, how your life, how you treat your life. You still have the normal life. You still not let everybody know. You're still confident. You're still reasonable. I want to tell the story about that.
I was telling some people, but not everybody.
Okay.
But I wasn't. Only maybe I didn't have an opportunity to talk to them. And at first, that was a really good question. At first, I was like, oh my gosh, how do I deal with this? Who do I tell? And then I realized I'm just going to tell I'll tell them.
I still normal life.
Yeah, and I was still working. So I have this platform that has two sides, advertisers and influencers on social media. So a lot of the influencers I was still working with all the time, and they were really encouraging and coming and keep me company. So I'd wake up in the morning, start my cannabis oil in the morning. I would start doing lots of water, and I cut sugar out completely. You can't have sugar at all, no kind of sugar in any form, so I could starve it. And then I just kept doing all of my supplements all day and lots of water. I got 2 big water tanks to clean out the water in my house so that my thyroid could heal. And people were visiting me and encouraging me. And only a couple times did I feel, in my head, like life is beautiful. I knew I could do this. In fact, one friend that lives in New York heard I got cancer later and was actually kind of upset at another friend who was on the phone with me every day. And they said, it's actually
Holistic.
Yeah, Evander Holyfield Jr. is my friend. And so he called Marcella, my other friend, and said, well, you didn't tell me Lynne had cancer. Oh my God, why didn't you tell me? And Marcella says, I didn't tell you because I'm not worried. Lynne's not worried. She's doing this. There was a couple times where I got scared again. So because my friends would hear things that, oh no, Lynne, you can do all the holistic, but you still have to get it out. Just get it removed. But I figured out that if I have it removed, Joey, it wouldn't solve the problem. It needed to get fixed at the root of the problem. So you can take the problem out, but it may grow again. So I wanted to solve it all. And well, again, I'm only saying this was my path, and I had to go this way because I know I wouldn't have done well without my thyroid or being on medication. It wouldn't work for my body.
I still want to know, when you do your curing your cancer, during the time, while the time, what you show the life, what you show your attitude to the life, how you they deal with all the everyday life.
Every day I'd sort of wake up and I was telling my mind, I was staying positive, and I was, the cannabis oil is very relaxing. So when you take it at night, you're just very calm, and it really relaxes you. And I was excited. And then there were moments where I was like, oh my gosh, this is scary. Whew, what am I doing, There was a couple moments where I literally felt like I was playing Russian roulette with my life. And, risky. But I kept a positive mind, and I would see...
Positive. I like the word.
Yes.
Positive, yeah.
And then what's interesting is I started attracting a lot of people around me. And even though I did anyways, because people love, we create fun things together in life, and you build great relationships. I've built many great relationships over the past couple of years. I started drawing people because they were watching and rooting for me. They were all cheering me on, and they all wanted it to work. So I would go back for checkups, and I would be a little disappointed because January, February, March, April, it kept coming up. It wasn't fixed. But even though the tumor went down, so it was some highs and lows, but mostly highs because I was excited to do this. And so finally in May 24th, I got the result that the tumor was benign. And so it was, quite frankly, I'm getting emotional, one of the best days of my life.
So
Yeah,
during your current cancer, you still meet people. Did you tell somebody? I heard of your story. Somebody call you, or like the other people want to get the like the consulting something.
Yeah, a lot of people have been calling me
they call
to
you,
get
right?
advice.
Yeah, get advice. How they know you? How did they know you got cancer? Did they know you have the right treatment, and a holistic treatment, and you do the successful way to your treatment?
Well, what's interesting is people were calling me even before I was fully on the other side of it. I got a phone call from most of the people, my general circle around me would tell people, and then they would tell people, and I was referred a couple people to help them. Or at least show them my way if they wanted to do it. They could do whatever they wanted. Some chose not to, and that's totally fine. But afterwards, I started getting a lot of phone calls. People wanting to know exactly what I did, how can I help them, and I really feel like I've learned something huge about the body and how the body repairs itself, how the body heals itself. And before I was healthy, and I knew your body has a huge immune system all by itself. I essentially, through this experience, learned sort of a 360-degree view now. And how the mind, body, spirit connection works, and positive energy, and keeping your mind healthy and positive, it can make a big difference for you.
Okay.